Hello everyone, welcome back to Sports Today. So as we know, this FIFA World Cup so far is very exciting, but it's also been very result oriented. So a lot of teams mostly have gotten the job done pretty easily, except for until right now when Croatia and Japan have played out the first 1-all draw in the knockout stages. And of course, that means it means that we are headed to extra time. This is going to be the first match of the 2022 FIFA World Cup that has in fact gone to extra time. So now, normally on one hand, you can say that extra time and penalties adds a lot more to the game, because of course it then becomes a game of resistance. It then becomes a game of taking your time, picking your moments, being clinical, and taking your chances when they come. Whenever they do pop up. On the other hand, another thing that's also always worth noting when it comes to extra time is that it can be a bit of a deterrent to a good game, for the very simple reason that both teams, especially the so-called underdog team, would in fact prefer taking it to penalties. So they'd rather not actually expand their energy, and they would actually just play out until it gets to the level of a draw, goes to penalties. Me personally, I'm a big fan of what the Carabao Cup does. What exactly is it that they do? Because it's of course in the knockouts. So what happens is that if the match ends 0-0 after 90 minutes, they go straight to a penalty shootout. I prefer that, quite frankly, because it eliminates the unnecessary 30 minutes of extra time. But rules are the rules, you have to follow them. So we will be getting 15 minutes, two halves of 15 minutes each, extra time, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, penalties if neither of the teams score. Why I'm saying fingers crossed is because my team England aren't really involved in it. They hate penalty shootouts, and I hate watching them in penalty shootouts, so it's a nice combination. And if, as a neutral watching a match like Japan Croatia, I wanted to go to penalties. The other reason is that if it goes to penalties, I would say Japan have a better chance, because really, again, as I said, underdog team, you want to take it to penalties, which to be fair can be a little bit of a lottery. So you'd hope that Japan can actually take it to get through extra time, take it to a shootout. Of course, you can never count out Croatia. Remember, no one actually gave Croatia a chance in hell of making it to the World Cup finals last year around. They did that. That they lost to France in the final didn't really matter as much, because it was the first time they even made it to the final. So it was massive on their part. But of course, I have a very soft spot for this Japanese side. Of course, I also want Asian teams to do well. So I'm going to be, rooting for these guys. I'll just take a couple of comments of yours quickly. Hello, Anurag Mishra, and hello, Ikpreet. Hello, Mustaq Ali Shah. Thank you all. Thank you for joining us. And of course, Mustaq also says that Japan will deserve to win. I really hope they do. I don't know about deserve. But I like what Ikpreet is saying. He's saying that Japan is showing India how to raise the bar when it comes to hope, and Japan should motivate us. I wholeheartedly agree. I think I've been really pleasantly surprised with how well oiled this Japanese team is, and they play some very beautiful football. So for their sake, I hope they can make it to the quarters, maybe even to the semis. Even if they get knocked around the semis, no problem. They can make it as far as the third place, playoff itself. It'll be a massive achievement. Anurag, to answer your question, there'll be a penalty shootout if the next 15 minutes, the next 30 minutes doesn't see a definitive winner. So if it ends 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, you get it, then there'll be a shootout. Otherwise, game ends on with the team who scored more goals. Anyway, I think pretty sure the half has started, so I'll join you guys afterwards. Thank you all once again for linking with us on Sports Today. Don't forget, show us your love, like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, tap that bell icon, and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook as well. Don't also forget to download the SportsTech app. You can see all of the highlights from the FIFA World Cup. So go ahead and check out what it is, how it is that Japan and Croatia reached this point. Download the app, you'll get the highlights there. For now, goodbye, thank you, and as Ikpreet Singh points out, Vadakam.